Hey, Yannie. Yo. Sit down. So this is Yannie. Everybody give Yannie a warm welcome. Yep, sorry. A little louder. Period. Okay. Hi, Yannie. Hi. All right, Yannie. So introduce yourself and let the world know who you are.
Hi, my name is Anila. I am 16 years old and I am in 10th grade. I um I like to do nails a lot. Uh I think that's really what I want to be. That's what I want my career path to be and what I really want to do. So yeah, just nails and like I want to travel more, pretty much see the world.
Girl, take off them headphones.
Girl.
All right. So what do parents do not understand about teenagers?
Like they don't understand their emotions and like what they're going through, like their actions and stuff.
So basically you're saying that we don't understand like your thought
Yeah.
process. Oh, okay. All right. So what do you wish that parents would stop doing?
I wish they would stop assuming stuff and like being so strict and just so pressuring.
Strict as in what? Like giving rules to say like, oh, if you go outside, be inside by 9 o'clock. Like, is that kind of strict you're talking about? Or washing the dishes and doing chores like responsibilities? That's what you asking us to not be so strict on?
No, I'm talking about parents that don't want their kids to go outside at all.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, so what would you say that parents worry too much about?
I think they just worry about their kids like well-being.
Why is that? Don't you think like, okay, put yourself in my shoes as a parent. Like, wouldn't you worry about your child well-being, or would you put limits on it? Because you have to elaborate more on what you mean about y'all well-being.
Like I feel like you should also like trust your kid.
Oh, okay.
Cause like if you just like strict all the time, it's just
So basically, like, give y'all grace to trust that we grew y'all up in the right way. Judgment. That's true.
yeah.
All right, makes sense. All right, so with social media, I grew up in an era where, we were still outside. We didn't really have phones to do anything like that. We had AOL that did like the dial-up sign and all those things. But now y'all have it right at your fingertips. So would you think that social media is pressure? Like, do it pressure y'all to make the decisions that y'all make sometimes?
Yeah, I would say that no. Because because like social media, it's a lot. Like you compare yourself to others a lot more on social media. You tend to like follow others a lot
Mhm.
and
Like that lifestyle?
yeah,
Oh,
and the bad stuff too.
okay. So do teenagers feel pressure to look perfect online? And what is the ideal look of what a teenager is supposed to look like?
Like piercings, tattoo, hair all done, nails all done, lashes done. Lashes done.
Do you feel like there's an age limit on it? I feel like social media is such a broad, thing. So are they giving you like age limits? Because when y'all look at these social media people and you see piercings, tattoos and all these things, do you think to yourself in your brain like, hey, maybe I'm a little bit too young, maybe they're like 17, 18, 19?
No.
Oh, this is what you mean about the thought process that y'all don't think about. Because y'all don't look to think and be like, oh, I'm 12 I'm 13. Maybe I wait till I'm like 17 or 18 to do certain things. That's why there's like an age requirement on certain things, like tattoos. You gotta be 18 or older. Or piercings, it's 14 or older and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think about it like that.
Yeah, but like, like we just we wanted to fit in for real. So like just be like lenient and just let's get that small little tattoo, like
Just a small little tattoo. All right, but okay, so now that you're at the age of 16, do you still feel like so when if you was to talk to your sister, like what would you think the age limit would be on these things now that you are 16 and talking to a younger self? Would you think it's appropriate or you think that they should wait a little longer?
I think she should wait till 16 to get her tattoo. Like, yeah.
16?
Yes.
Don't stress me out. Don't stress me out. So you think it's appropriate to get a tattoo at 16?
Yes. Yes. And as long as it's like a small tattoo, not like no crazy neck tattoo, not no like sleeve or anything.
All right, so what would be a small tattoo?
Small, meaningful tattoo, like something like right here, or like a finger tat, a little wrist tat.
Well, understand that when you get older, some jobs, or depending on the field that you go in, I know that you want to be a nail tech now, but as you continue to go on the course in life, it might change. Not saying that you should change it, but at the same time, we don't know how life is evolving right now. So you get a tattoo right here or a tattoo on your hand, certain jobs you can't have anything visible. Prime example. So when I was growing up, I think when I hit 18, I wanted to go into the Navy. I don't know what was I thinking, but I wanted to go into the Navy. I went to the recruiter and everything, but the reason why they denied me is because I have a tattoo on the back of my neck. So that is the example why I feel like you should be at a certain age where it's understood that if I don't make it to do this, it's fine because it's whatever, versus doing it so early on in life. You know, my first tattoo is of my name. That's the most dumbest tattoo I could have gotten.
What?
Yes, it's of my name.
That's
It's
not dumb.
it is dumb because my mom told me, you don't know your name? You gonna forget your name?
Just in case somebody needs to know.
All right, whatever. Whatever.
What's the situation?
But I get it. I get it. As you continue to grow, your views do change. So you're still sticking by it, right? 16. So what age you feel like is a good enough for little mommy to get a piercing? If she 12, it's just like mom, I want a piercing. How old do you feel like she should be?
13.
Realistic expectations is not being met.
This is realistic. I am being realistic.
All right. Okay, so dating and relationships, right? What do teenagers think a love is?
Like rug.
A drug?
Yeah, the bad thing for you.
But elaborate.
It's like you want it and you don't want it at the same
Is it good for you, bad for you?
both.
Okay. Do teenagers actually want relationships or just situationships?
Mm-hmm. It's really a mix. Depends who you ask.
Okay, for a teenager, what is a situationship? I would like to know.
But when you're like talking every day and like you're interested in each other and you both acknowledge that you're interested in each other and y'all both acknowledge that you're like talking to each other.
But no labels.
Yes, no labels yet.
So either or, depending on the day, the week, the time. Okay, gotcha, whatever. Do you think that parents should know everything about who you date? Why?
Because they might start to like try to control your relationship and try to like predict what that your partner is going to do and like how they're going to treat you and et cetera, and they're just going to overreact and try to protect you. And,
Can I chime in real quick? I feel like it is important for your parents to know who you dating. Why I say this is because you should have that relationship with a parent, whether it's your mom or your dad, only because we done been in this life and we've been there and we've done that. Not saying that we want to judge you or assume that things are gonna happen, but you know, we do have some insight on dating, you know, and you should be comfortable enough to tell your parent. You know, I hope that I make you comfortable enough to tell me about these different situations, which you do because you come home and you blah 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 blah. Ma, tell me why, which I'm grateful for that aspect. But what would you tell a parent so that they will be able to sit there and listen to their kid? Or how would they make them feel comfortable to be able to have these conversations?
Just try to like understand your kid, try to like relate to them because you've been in their shoes before, so like cut them some slack because you probably did the same thing, you know, and like they're just your age. They've never been, you know, like the parent age before. They're still kids, so just let them live through it, learn along the way, and yeah.
I think that was well said, to be honest. I think it was great. Give them some grace. Our job is to give y'all the information and trust that we did our job, and let you go into the world to explore, but trusting that you know what is right from what is wrong, and also understanding I have the say to say yes, no, maybe so, or seeing what I like versus what I don't like. So I did love your view on that. That was amazing.
Amazing.
All right, so do teenagers feel more stressed than ever before? So when I say that, I mean with like school environment, um, expectations, social media pressure, and also about parents too as well. So to answer that, do teenagers feel more stressed now than ever before?
Yes.
And why?
Cause school, parents, just social media, like everything, jobs now even.
So with school, what is the pressure? So, what do you think the expectation is of a person from the ages of, because you start high school from 14 till about 18. So, what do you think the expectation is for kids within that age range?
Expectation.
As far as like school wise, for example.
They should be doing that.
Yeah, the grades, right? Going to school, showing up, making sure that you go to school and then it's finished, right? All right, so I'm gonna ask you a couple quick questions, okay? Who is stricter, mom or dad?
Dad.
Okay. Do parents embarrass you?
Yeah.
Hi. Give an embarrassing story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Think about this one. Mm. Go back. Centuries.
All right. You said century. Shut up. All right. What is the most annoying thing that a parent says?
So.
That's embarrassing?
Oh, I don't get it. No.
No, what's the most? Oh, what is the most annoying thing parents say to do chores?
Yes.
All right, but hear me out. When you raise a kid, you're teaching them responsibilities, right? So just as much as you need the parent to, what would you need a parent to do? Give me an example of something that you require us to do.
Uh, feed you.
Okay, to cook every day, right? Just as much as you want us to show up and cook for you every day, why do you feel like chores is too much?
Because I'm just a baby.
You just a baby. All right, whatever. What role do you think is unnecessary?
Um, Curfew.
Perfect. So, what time do you think you kids should be coming in?
Well, well, hmm, like I would say like 10.
I don't know what world you live in.
Why are parents so strict on their kids though?
I don't think it's more so that we consider it strict. I think that being that we grew past the age that you are, we know what the world entails. So we already know we already been there, done that. So we already know the bads that can be in this world. So it's us protecting you from anything outside there, hoping the best that it won't happen. So I think that's why parents are so strict because there's pedophiles out, there's, people that just out there to hurt you because not everybody is a good person. So we kind of want to control that narrative. So control your friends group, control social media, control what time you go outside, control all these aspects. But we don't look at it as in control. We look at it as caring caring so that nothing happened to y'all. So you look at it as strict, or we look at it as caring. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I feel like you should never try to control somebody because you can never control their feelings and you don't know how they would feel about that.
And I agree. So that's why transparency is key. So when you tell a kid, oh, they have to come inside at a certain time, I feel like you should explain to them why. So that they're not, just like how I said in other episodes that people are stupid. Yeah, I mean that with kids too. So you literally have to just be transparent with them so that they know where you're coming from and they can kind of, okay, as much as they will be mad, but in their brain somewhere in there is gonna evaluate it like, all right, cool. She said it's kind of dangerous. All right, whatever. You know, because you can't be blind also to like the things that are happening in the world too. Like there's pedophiles 2 blocks down or 3 blocks down. There's people out there that's preying on kids, or there's just angry people. They may not be pedophiles, but they are angry and they can just be outside ready to off somebody. Or, you got kids. Y'all kids play way too much. Y'all can play a dangerous game. Like, for example, there was a story on the news where these kids were playing a prank on a teacher. I don't know verbatim for what the situation was, but they were playing this prank on the teacher and the teacher was in on it. So they were basically gonna TP his house. I didn't know they still did that nowadays. TP the house means they take the toilet paper and throw it on the tree. So then the teacher came outside, said, "Hey, don't do that." But he was in on the prank. He ended up slipping and falling. And the kids got in the car and actually ran him over. By mistake, I guess because they didn't see him fall. When they backed up over him. Oh. So this is what I mean when I say they do stupid things. You know what I mean? Or kids play too much. Y'all can be playing a game and you push somebody too hard and they fall. Or, y'all indulge in activities that y'all not supposed to indulge in only because you have idle time. So these are the things that goes through parents' heads, the endless possibilities of negative stuff versus positive things. Because imagine creating somebody and having them live in for example 16 years. That's a lot. Because there's no rule book to what we're doing. So every day is a new challenge. So I do think that parents should give kids grace. I agree with that. Be transparent, speak to them every day, get into the mind of your teenager, your kid, because you know your kid. If I let you go outside today, I have an idea of what you're doing because we have that transparency relationship too. Not everything you may tell me, but at the same time, I feel like I raised you in a way where I'm comfortable with letting you go outside and knowing that you have to use your best judgment and character. What do I tell you all the time when you go to areas? You have to figure it out, right? And that is my motto. You have to be able to figure it out because I can't hold your hand in life every step of the way. You go through a relationship, a breakup, you have to figure it out. But I will be the one to dry your tears or listen to what hurt you or whatever the case may be is. I'm not going to say told you so, but I'm just going to sit there and listen and continue to pour into you as a mom should. Pour into you that you are beautiful, you are brilliant, you are amazing. And anybody who wants to be with you needs to worship the ground that you walk on. And that's how I see it. There's no other way to it. You're a girl, you're a female, you are the world, So you also got to give your parents grace too because we're trying. If you're ever in a moment where you're upset or you're sad or your mom is yelling too much, we go through so much pressure with the world where we have so much faces. One day you will be me. And I just want you to be able to be the best version of yourself. That's all we want as a parent.
What are one thing that you parents hate as teenagers though?
and I'm sure that everybody in the world can attest to this. I hate when I ask them a question and you say, I don't know. I hate it. Everything is I don't know. I don't know. So my automatic response to that is what do you know? Because you don't know. I ask you for anything, I don't know. What the teacher said today, I don't know. Did you do your chores? I don't know. Did you do this, that, and the third? I don't know. Why is it that y'all always say I don't know?
Well, I mean, I know a lot, but I just don't know the question you're asking.
So that's every teenager aspect to it. I don't know. That's the reason why they say I don't know. Or you think the quickest and easiest response is just I don't know.
But maybe the first reason for me.